This is the magnificent Jackson Mansion in Berwick, built back in the late 1800s. The dream alone of building this mansion was enough to keep a soldier who was imprisoned during the Civil War alive. Hi, I'm Jane Adonisio, and this is Your Home, Your Way. We'll give you the behind-the-scenes story of this beautiful Jackson Mansion, and we have some great ideas for you to spruce up your own little mansion. From Alaska Stove Company, a little inspiration for your outdoor spaces, quality outdoor furniture pieces, and some fascinating fire features to go along with them. For relaxation and hydrotherapy in your own backyard, Strong spas are locally made for years of enjoyment. And could it be possible, a new kitchen in just about a week? We put it to the test with a new company in 44. Plus, when you're building your dreams, you need a partner. And MC Financial Credit Union has been helping people in our area for about 60 years. We're branching out with a new flower segment you're sure to enjoy. And we've got Pets on Board, a brand new corner to highlight some issues about your pets right now. So we'll have all that and more coming your way. But first, if you've ever been to Berwick, you've probably passed the Jackson Mansion. It's right here on Market Street. They are now giving tours, but here's a little background to whet your appetite. Looming large on the Berwick landscape, the Jackson Mansion is hard to miss, and yet it's something of a hidden gem.
Welcome to our home.
The vision for this grand home grew from time served in a horrible, overcrowded prison in Virginia during the Civil War. When Berwick native Colonel Clarence Jackson was captured, not once but twice, he needed hope. He sketched plans for his dream home, a fantasy far from the filthy, unfit conditions of his prison life. A fine Victorian with hand-carved wooden trim, fireplaces with imported European tiles, hot and cold running water in each of 10 bedrooms. The Colonel survived captivity, returned to Berwick, and his dream took shape. Massive amounts of stone would be brought on sleds to Pennsylvania from Vermont as construction began in 1877. Jackson, his wife, and 2 daughters moved into the house in 1879. The mansion fulfilled his every desire, but only for 1 year.
Tragically, Colonel Jackson died at the age of 38 from complications from wounds that he received during the Civil War. He never truly got to enjoy his masterpiece, his dream home that he sketched out while he was in prison.
Berwick Historical Society curator Jim Stout and Johanna Noss are among those who give tours 3 days a week, with a historic depth of knowledge and sincere passion for detail. The tour takes visitors through rooms that are sponsored to help with the cost of restoration, either in full or item by item. You'll see the formal parlor, the family parlor, the formal dining room, and the family dining room, the Colonel's office, and the butler's pantry.
We do have a dumbwaiter in there. The original kitchen still is in the basement, and the food would have been prepared down there and sent up on the dumbwaiter. It would have been placed on silver trays, and then the servants would have delivered it to whichever dining room it needed to serve.
On the second floor, the exquisitely furnished bedrooms, each with individual wash stations, except Mrs. Jackson's, which had a full bathroom. Mrs. Jackson's bedroom is just the way it was at the time of her death in 1913, but by that time her daughters were grown and had moved away.
Then they tried to sell the real estate here, and apparently there was an economic slump at that time period, and they couldn't get $10,000 for this property.
And so this magnificent mansion and its remaining furnishings were deeded to the city. For 95 years, 1915 until 2010, it served as Berwick City Hall. Deeply sensing its importance, the Berwick Historical Society took it over in 2010, and with the help of sponsors, has been painstakingly restoring its original beauty, room by room. And Clarence Jackson's dream lives in splendor once again. The Jackson Mansion is located at 344 North Market Street, Berwick. For more information on tours, times, and special events, go to berwickhistoricalsociety.org or call 570-759-8020. When you think of the beautiful Jackson Mansion here in Berwick, with its many parlors downstairs, this beautiful dining room, 11-foot ceilings, 10 bedrooms, to think that it was all built in about 2 years is pretty amazing. Also, in elegant homes of this era, the kitchen was typically located in the basement. But in today's times, just getting your kitchen remodeled could take months. But one company in 40 Fort is changing all that. If you're in the market for new countertops or new cabinets, or perhaps a total kitchen remodel, you've come to the right place. This is One Week Kitchens, and the man behind it is Rich Rome. Hi, Rich.
Hi, Jane. How are you?
I'm great. Everybody wants to know, everybody wants that fast makeover, but how do you do it?
Well, we really do it, Jane, through efficiency. Most remodelers will start your project and there'll be some hiccups along the way. And I think what we do very well is we have all of your products ordered and in stock, and it's just a staged installation that allows us to do it so quickly.
The promise of a quick, new kitchen attracted customer Cindy Bloom. Even her dog Teddy likes to hang out in the kitchen. Remodeling is a big deal. The question is, can it be done well in just 1 week?
It was actually 7 working days, so just over a week. And it was right before Christmas, and I was very nervous, and everything worked perfectly. I am so happy with this kitchen. It's my dream kitchen, and we enjoy it so much.
Cindy says One Week Kitchens streamlined the process from the initial planning to choosing all the right materials for the job.
We do what we call a good, better, best, and we start with a stock cabinet, we move to a semi-custom cabinet, and then we could go to full custom, and that's pretty much where you could do bookcases, furniture, anything right up to the highest end furniture.
So when it comes to the cabinets, it's not limited. You're not limited to these 5 styles,
No,
right?
not at all. Each one of those areas has dozens upon dozens of door styles at each level.
All right, we're talking about the cabinets, but then of course there's all the different options for handles.
Correct. You got handles, hardware, and then you move to the countertops, where when you talk countertops, you can go from the laminates on the lower end, so to speak, to quartzes on the upper end of the spectrum.
Now, does somebody have to get the whole kitchen redone, or do you just do the cabinets or the countertops?
No, we'll do either. We can do a full remodel, flooring, electrical, plumbing, everything, or we can do cabinets only, or we actually do quite a bit of countertop only, where they have nice cabinets and just want to put new countertops down.
What's your philosophy when it comes to the customer?
It's really to deliver quality service. Quality is big, service is huge, and workmanship. I have some guys that are with me literally 20 some years, and they are true carpenters, which is very hard to find nowadays. It's literally a dying art to find a real carpenter who can do exceptional work.
That's great. That's a great trade. And education is important to you too.
Absolutely. And for our consumers or our potential customers, if they want to learn about what we do, they can visit us on our website at One Week Kitchens by Rome, and they'll see everything we do from beginning to end.
One Week Kitchens really lives up to their name. When they're working on your kitchen, they're working on your kitchen. They are there for your renovation until it's completed. When my family and friends come in, they just can't believe it's the same house or the same kitchen. It just has made the house. And it's so fun to have everybody. There's so much more room for everybody to hang around.
As modern as the Jackson Mansion was in the late 1870s with its indoor plumbing, I'm sure the owners could never have imagined having a home spa on the property. But home spas are more and more common for many reasons. Here's a look at a local company that's one of the top manufacturers for home spas. If you're looking for the ultimate relaxation in your own backyard, we found it right here in Northumberland. This is Josh Bergeron, and he is with Strong Spas. Josh, tell me a little bit about Strong Spas. You're one of the larger manufacturers of spas, right?
Yes, and we're located here in central Pennsylvania, and we plan on staying that way. Right now we do about 40 to 45 hot tubs per day, so we are one of the largest for sure.
Okay. And you have some new products this year.
Yeah, we have 7 new molds total, all using our tried and true components that we've used over the years, but now we have different shapes, different seating patterns, things like that.
What is the Strong Spa claim to fame?
We have a cabinet system that has no wood, no steel, no fiberglass, has a lifetime guarantee. The only company that has a built-in step and built-in towel warmer, in addition to the lifetime guarantee on the hardcover as well.
Tell me about the hardcover.
It's easy on and off. One person can use it themselves. It's lifetime guaranteed. It's rated for anywhere from 1,000 to 2,200 pounds, depending on which model. And you never have to worry about any raccoons or bears or kids falling through it. You can lock it, and it's safety, luxury, and durability.
And right here in Northumberland, this is the factory direct outlet. Tell me about that.
Correct. Anywhere within, if anybody wants to make the drive, they can take a tour of the plant. They can see our products, they can sit in them, try them out, make sure that the colors that they want are accurate, and then they can also purchase directly if they would like to.
And you manufacture them right here, and you keep a lot of people employed.
Correct. We're a little under 200 employees currently. We're going to be expanding here in the next year or so. We actually plan on adding on to the facility.
And right here at the factory direct outlet, you have one of the largest hot tubs I've ever seen.
Yeah, we offer a full 91-inch by 91-inch hot tub that seats up to 8 people, and that's also available with the hardcover.
All right, Josh, tell me about some of the events you have coming up this year.
Well, we have a couple open houses at different local dealers, different companies that we merge with to help other local companies. We also do the Lycoming Fair. We sponsor the Cinderella concert. We do a lot of collaborations with local businesses and events all throughout central Pennsylvania.
All right, that's great. Well, the Lycoming Fair is a big deal, and that's coming up in July, and that's in Hughesville.
Yep, it's in Hughesville. We set up roughly 35 hot tubs. Some of the lowest pricing that you can get, and people love to just shop at the fair, get other customers' reviews, meet other people, and really just enjoy the atmosphere.
It's a great time to buy.
Correct.
All right. Well, thank you very much. It was great to be here today, and thanks for showing us around.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Just about everything at the Jackson Mansion was state-of-the-art. The fireplaces were converted to gas back in the 1800s. The front staircase was heated underneath by a steam radiator just for warmth. Up next on our show, we've known Alaska Company for decades for quality heating stoves, but now they're keeping the fires burning in a whole new way. Alaska Company is giving new meaning to outdoor living, starting with quality furniture upgrades that will have you sitting pretty in your own backyard. Fashionable outdoor furniture sets made of one-piece, precast, durable construction that will last year after year, not just a season or two. Outdoor settings from the Emily Rose Collection and O.W. Lee. You can mix and match a variety of quick-dry fabric choices and styles.
People want to come home and relax. Everybody's stressed out from their cell phone and going to work all day. They want to come home, sit in a chair, just sit in front of that fire and relax.
And when paired with an outdoor fire feature, you can create a haven that you'll never want to leave. Fire features from Alaska Company include fireplaces, fire tables and fire pits, fire bars, and the latest Tempest torches. All add unique touches to your property that define and create accents for entryways, patios, and entertaining spaces. In a matter of minutes, you can enjoy the magic of the fire's glow while relaxing in your own backyard. Alaska Company can also help you incorporate water features for the ultimate in making the most of your backyard's real estate.
In today's market, you're seeing a lot more urban dwellers, people that have a small lot on their backyard, and either the locality that they're in says you can't burn wood, and it takes a long time to burn wood. You figure you got 6 hours into burning wood till you light it. You sit there, you get a little bit of heat out of it, get an actual flame out of it, and then you let it go out. You're going to have 6 hours into it. You can come out in the evening, turn the gas on. 15 minutes later, you could walk away if you wanted to. You just turn it off.
So for quality, functionality, versatility, and comfort, visit the new Alaska Company showrooms in Bloomsburg and Moosic. And for more ideas, go to alaskastovemusic.com. When Colonel Jackson was being held captive in a Civil War Confederate prison, one of the things that helped keep him alive was the dream of building this beautiful mansion here in Berwick. If you have a dream of buying or building a home, the folks at MC Financial Credit Union have been helping people like you achieve those dreams for decades. Walk into any one of MC Financial Credit Union's 5 branch locations and you'll notice something different. A friendlier feeling. Maybe it's because every member is also an owner in this not-for-profit company. No matter if a member deposits $500,000 or $5, they have an equal say in how the credit union is run.
Members Choice Financial Credit Union, this is Jessica. How may I help you?
And that's how it's been for 6 decades.
My relationship with the credit union starts when I came out of the Army in 1954.
The credit union, I will go back to when my wife and I were first getting started. I would say what drew me to the credit union was they were willing to take a chance on us when we needed our first home loan, and nobody else would take care of us.
The whole anxiety piece of it was lessened because folks took the time to explain to me what the loans were about and told me what my options were. So when I took those out, I had a clearer idea, if you will, of what the loan experience would be like.
Here you're a person, and you're just not a number. You're a person. And if I have any problems financially, my checkbook, my account, or anything, all I have to do is pick up the phone and they get right back to me, or I walk in the door and I'm taken care of immediately.
Whether it's your checking, savings, or a loan to build a home or start a business, MC has come through for thousands of members in specific employment groups and is expanding every year. A rental storage business was just one dream for Ron Stahl 15 years ago. At the time, he was turned away by a half-dozen banks.
We really started out on a lower level, and we really didn't have a lot of avenues, really, but we had some opportunity to purchase some property and make this dream happen, and it wasn't going to happen any other way. And when we were told about the credit union, and we had a way to become a member because of my wife's employment, when we heard about that, we thought, why not? One last shot, let's give it a try. And if it hadn't been for that, we had given up. But because of that, hey, here we are today, 15 years later, and enjoying the fruits of our hard work and the partnership with the credit union.
You know, there's always someone who will help you. If you have a problem, talk with you about how to solve that problem, or if you've got an idea, to talk with you about, you know, the idea that you've got, if that requires some funding or something like that.
Some members are just starting to build their dreams.
More people here know who I am and have an interest in me, and I can really tell that I have a relationship with everybody that works here.
And other members have never, ever had experience with other financial institutions.
I don't even know about First National Bank or any of the other banks, because I never go there. This is where I started, and this is, you know, they keep me happy, and here's where I stay.
Members Choice Financial Credit Union is not only a lender in the community, they do their share of giving back to the countless charities that have been part of a giant support system since 1954. It's considered MC's corporate responsibility.
The earnings that we create here go back to our members in the form of lower fees, higher interest on dividends, and lower rates that we pay when we have a loan.
With all members committed to the same success, MC Financial Credit Union lives up to its motto every day: people helping people. MC Financial Credit Union branches are located in Riverside, Danville, Bloomsburg, Lewisburg, and Evangelical Community Hospital. For more information, go to mcfcu.org.
I've made my choice, MC Financial Credit Union.
The work of the Berwick Historical Society can be seen in every room of the Jackson Mansion. Such care is taken to restore the home to its original grandeur. Now here's a look at how you can create some grandeur in your home with beautiful flowers. Artistic, vibrant, glorious. We all know flowers can jazz up your home and garden. If you're ready for some new ideas, we are on the right path at the oldest and largest flower show of its kind in the country, the Philadelphia Flower Show. The theme here has a Hollywood vibe, and it's a good start to putting that pizzazz in your garden, no matter where you live. Taking inspiration from Disney Pixar films like Cars, this landscaper puts pedal in the metal, using junk cars and old pickup trucks to create a feel similar to the popular movie, illustrating that one man's lost hubcap can become another gardener's inspiration.
You can use them as sculptural elements, kind of get creative with them, maybe make some sort of whimsical element into like, make them into a water fountain or repurpose something for some sort of decorative object. You could repurpose any object if you were interested in cars or if you were interested in, say, like old farm equipment or any sort of, like any object you can reuse. You can make it in a sculpture for your garden. Think of it as an artistic element that you're adding, maybe a focal point somewhere.
The whimsy of Peter Pan can fly in your backyard with exotic plants and orchids. Add some hand-painted signs, a small fountain, maybe even Peter Pan's felt hat. Sculpted trees and shrubs surround a Mulan-themed garden. Chinese blossoms and splashes of color along with architectural rocks and calm waters give you a glimpse into a tranquil space for your backyard. If this type of gardening leaves you feeling like a fish out of water, perhaps you can take the bait from this underwater adventure in the Finding Nemo exhibit. It's designed to mimic life on a coral reef, 14 feet below the waterline. Fishtail palms almost look like schooling fish, while upside-down air plants float like jellyfish.
This garden represents design theory and different elements. You would just have to switch out the type of plants that are used, but essentially somebody could have a Nemo garden in their backyard if they really wanted to work for it.
Picture Aladdin's magic carpet made of roses, or pinpoint the bullseye. Even gargoyles have their place, and don't forget to add the cobwebs. Of course, space for Cinderella's grand ball may be limited where you live, and landscape designers here know they've created the ideal and not necessarily reality. But imagine plucking an idea or two to build a dream on. A simple bench, a straw hat, and a wrought iron gate. Croquet, anyone? Buxom blooms and a peachy complexion. If a rose can have sex appeal, the Marilyn Monroe rose is the one. Even though comedian George Burns was known for his aromatic cigars, he too comes out smelling like a rose. And somewhere over the rainbow, there's Judy Garland, a rose like the young blushing beauty, worth traveling the yellow brick road. Roses have always had a broad appeal, and expert horticulturists are constantly propagating new species, colors, and fragrances, coming up with new varieties like this one named after French jewelry designer Yves Piaget. Tim Farrell, president of the American Institute of Floral Design, says adding celebrity-named roses to your garden sprinkles in a little glitz, glam, and name recognition.
It is America's favorite flowers, and sometimes as a marketing tool for the people developing these varieties, if they can pair that up with a name that people will remember, and especially something like some of America's favorite celebrities, we all have a memory of a film or maybe a theater experience that we've seen these people, and that makes that rose very desirable for us to have in our garden.
And even if you cultivate these Hollywood legends in your garden, they could eventually be arranged into a beautiful centerpiece at your dinner table. Imagine the fun you'll have name dropping. As if fame and fortune isn't enough, celebrities can live on in a real bed of roses. As we round out our show today, we're taking your pets into consideration. If you're going on vacation, here's what you need to know before kenneling your pet. Vacation, but no dogs allowed. So you found a reputable kennel. But the question is, how do you get your dog ready for his retreat? There are a few really important things you should know and start planning for well in advance of kenneling your precious pooch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is make sure that your dog is up to date on all of its yearly shots. Kennel cough or Bordetella is a shot that frequently is given if you're going to board your dog because it's going to be around a lot of other dogs. It's an airborne virus, so we want to make sure that that's given in enough time so that just like the flu shot, that it takes hold prior to boarding.
Kennels take every precaution to guard against kennel cough, and most won't board your pets without proof of recent vaccinations, and that's according to the ASPCA.
You also want to get your dog acclimated to its crate again. Maybe let it sleep in the crate for a night or two or feed it in its crate so that it's acclimated, because when it's at a boarding facility, it's going to spend more time in a confined area than it would at home.
There's one more thing to consider before kenneling, not only for your pet, but also to set your mind at ease while you're away. A little socialization and playtime beforehand can help with the anxiety of being separated.
And if your kennel has a daycare facility, drop it off for daycare. Maybe once or twice before your long week or 2 weeks away, so that it gets acclimated to the environment again, and then it can have a pleasant stay.
Thanks for being with us for this edition of our show. If you'd like more information about the Jackson Mansion here in Berwick or any of our partners, come to our website, myfoxnapa.com, and we hope you enjoy your home your way.
This has been another locally produced show by Fox 56, the CW, My Network TV, and MeTV, the leading producer of local programming.